versus practice. Training. Superior Byron Taylor.
I'm tired of playing the sidelines. Gotta make my own highlights. For the fight. Boy, give it my all, boy. Got me feeling like.
Here comes a new challenger.
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Starts with a jump in. So it looks like our fighters are taking a breather. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Will they build meter or just go all in on each other? Strings it all together. Drive rush. Gets in their face. Connects with medium kick. Pokes with a medium kick. And that's a KO. Timed that perfectly. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Fake out. Blocks it. Throws them to negate the block. Player 2 did a great job of leading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Still scrapping for control of the space. Rips the slasher out. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. It's a good spot to use the super. Spins it all of the 4 meter. You know what that means? It's time for the weekend. What'll happen here? The corner throw ends it. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Lots of aggression from both sides. The impact gets blocked. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Shoots off a fireball up close. The jump in catches them. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. In a dire situation, springs forward with the drive rush. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. From up above. Drive rush to keep it going. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Player 2, burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Throws a fireball. Doing some springs forward with the drive rush. Breaks those shins. You're getting it all on the drive rush. This is going to hit for a critical arc. You gotta imagine that this is not only gonna wreck their life block, but also their nerves. Both sides getting ready. Any mistake here is gonna be big. Wraps it up with a throw. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Throws them to negate the block. Player 2 chases them down. The pressure continues as they can't escape the corner. They need to find a way out. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Opt for the throw to close it out. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start the round. Sticks the jump in. Springs forward with the drive rush. Risky up close scrap still going. That combo did decent damage. Medium kick hit. Rips the slasher out. Drive rush to keep it going. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Manages to block the jump in attack. Both of our combatants betting it all on the drive rush. Oh, burnout triggered. Okay, here we go. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Crowns him from above. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
The throw doesn't connect. Fires off an air slasher. Jumps. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Players all in with a rush. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Connects with the throw. Both sides getting ready. What a drive rush. Can this drive bring them back? Clutch, anti-air. We use adamant for this cookout. Player 2, this can lead to some big damage. I can't believe it. Risky medium kick. Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
Now, find a new rival.
HP maxed, side quests done, and the skill tree's fully unlocked. Let's get it on.
Come on!
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Checks with the projectile. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Gets the throw to side switch. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Takes a trip. Neither of them willing to back off. Takes the chance to hurt him. Can't tech the throw. KO. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Connects with medium kick. Throws him. What's next? Springs forward with the drive rush. Shows the medium kick. Player 2 will need to put experiencing burnout. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. How will they utilize this? Oh no, they're stunned. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. KO! That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Oh! Beautiful setup with that attack. The combo's there. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent goes for the super art? This is looking bad. What are they gonna do? This is a huge chance to make a field. Player 1, nice, sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. The super armor does its job. Up into the air off of Just Cool. Player 2 experiencing burnout. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Blocks it. Hacks the dome. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Burnout dissipates. What'll happen here? Life lead is the Linkshin KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Ooh, what a smart blow. Big throw. We're just getting started here. Who will take control? Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? Connects with the throw. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Oh, stun! Bad news is on the way. Player, oh, putting the cherry on top. Sits him down with a super. Now that's how you take a round. Puts him on a t-shirt with that finish. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match.
Here comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Knew they'd go for it. That's a good lead. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Does a good job of pushing back. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Taking stock. Player 1 has completely used KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the jump in to start. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to hit them with a stop and bomb? Burnout activates. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Knockdown and they're stunned. All they need to do is get enough damage to finish it. They're going for the super art. Sunrise Festival. They've got to nail the inputs to keep this up. What'll happen here? Player 1 is barely hanging in, tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. Noticeable life lead is a tough burnout, but they may have a plan here. One player isn't close. Critical art now. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Sit down and shut up. Flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Open, this can lead to some big damage. Player 1 needs to use that drive gauge better if they want to take things back. Linkshin! The low! Any throw will whiff at that range. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. What's next? Solid anti-air! Player 2! Ooh, what a smart throw! What turns out? Player 2 is in a very good spot now. One player is in burnout state. Is it time to end this? They gotta dig down deep here. The overhead denied. sweaty during that well-earned win.
Here comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Showtime, baby!
This will be a good fight. Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? No go for the throw. No good up high. Checks with a projectile. Still slugging it out here. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Sticks the jump in. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. The jump in is denied. Knockdown. Next hit gets him. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Had the radar up and running. Throws him. What's next? Hits him with a stopping power. Risky up-close scrap still going. From upstairs. Player one can't use any drive moves without burning out. Goes forward with a gut punch. With breathing. Oh, burnout triggered. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. A real test of nerve. Drive impact misses. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? Impact squat. Medium kick hits. Are they going to be able to close it out? Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. That drive impact is blocked. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player one in that dangerous burnout state. No good up high. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Recovers from burnout. Checks them with a projectile. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Grabs them. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. Next hit will end the round. Will this super art connect? And that's a KO. Timed that perfectly. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Tracks them with the projectile. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Player one will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. Throws them to negate the block. Burnout activates. Player one will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. They back the opponent into the corner. Now to apply the pressure. Overdrive a Shogoki for more damage. Gets them with the anti-air. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Are we going to see a comeback here? The low! What's next? Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. What a read with that anti-air! Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Grabs him. Was looking for that jump attack. Spends a little drive gauge here to go on the offensive. The drive impact netted them a sweet punch. Solid combo. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Checks with the projectile. Got their eye on the air. Did well to get the buff in there. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Drive rush. Gets in their face. Big low reaching heavy. Getting into the end game now. Getting tense. Alright, what KO? Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out is so vital. Burnout activates. This fight is just underway.
Just goes for it at this range. Sunrise Festival. They've got to nail the inputs to keep this up.
Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Barely blocks the jumping. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. Smart play with the throw. Scrapping it out up close. Springs forward with the drive rush. Jumps up. There's an overdrive arc. Jumps in. This unleashes some big damage.
Are we going to see a comeback here?
One chance here may end this. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Excellent read. Player 1 needs to use
Clutch anti-air.
combo from above. Closes it out. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
A new warrior has entered the ring!
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Showtime!
Round 1. Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Blocks the jump in. No good up high. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. The cross-up connects. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Player 2 chases them down. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Brushes off the impact. Decides to meet them in the air. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Got their eye on the air.
Pay attention!
Combo with the target combo. All right, what's coming up next? Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Brushes that off and keeps going. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out.
They can't squander this punish counter chance.
Gets carried to the corner. There's a change of side. A quick breathe.
Just goes for it at this range. Sunrise Festival. They've got to nail the inputs to keep this up.
What'll happen here? Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Oh, says no to the impact. Barely blocks the jump in. Gets the throw. Burnout.
Expect the tempo of the match to change.
Going in, wrecks them. That was a huge stand. They need to capitalize on this chance and go in for the kill. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Links it. Shows the medium kick. What are they gonna do? Flatline zone. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Goes for the throw. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Drive gauge finally recovers. Forward throw, not letting them out of the corner. Player 2, this is a huge chip. KO! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Big counter. That's some big juicy experiencing burnout.
It's a good spot to use the super big anime vibe with the period's end.
Both fighters planning. Burnout activates. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They're both driveless. This is gonna get messy. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Throw leaves them wide open.
Links it!
Jumps in. This can lead to some big damage. A real test of nerves here. Okay, here we
Adds a bit of OD spice there.
big drive gauge difference here with little life left. What now? Medium kick. What are they gonna do?
Somehow manages to block burnout, but they may have a plan here. Put the fear of God in it.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? This is it.
Genius read with that throw escape.
No knockdown as the low heavy is blocked. We're just getting started here. Who'll take control? Still plenty of time left.
All in with a rush.
With excellent block. Rolling Soba. Player 2 with a solid anti-air. What's next?
Links it.
Oh, burnout.
Did they mean to do that?
Impact squat. Somehow low heavy, but no go. Kick out of nowhere.
That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight.
Round one.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Player 2 chases them down. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is capitalizes on every mistake and picks up the perfect KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Oh, feints? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Air slasher. Holds out with the block. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Scrapping it out up close. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Drive rush to keep it going. Smart play with the throw. A quick breather. Player 1 will look to brush that off and keeps going. A real test of nerve.
All in with a rush.
Oh, burnout triggered. Going in. Player strong critical. What's gonna happen? Closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? The last round. It's now or never. And whips. They're wide open. Breaks it. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They're sitting on a full super art gauge now. What's next? Player corrects them. Close range projectile. What now? Looking for a hole. Quick medium poke. Player 1 has the drive impact doesn't work. Can this drive bring them back? Both fighters are down to half life.
Both sides getting ready. This can lead to some big damage. All the throws connect. What are they gonna do? Burns out. Yo, critical art now. Lindsay giving him food for thought. Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
Now, find a new rival.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Stands firm and blocks the drive-in. Difficult situation for a throw. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Trips them off. Can't tech the throw. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Strings it all together. Throws them to negate the block. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round.
Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Overdrive art.
Throws him. What's next?
Medium kick.
Dashes forward. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range.
Nails the crack shoot. Shows a medium kick.
Oh, burnout triggered. Not much life difference.
Player 2 will look to apply pressure. Finds the target.
Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon.
Raises with power weight. Crowns him from above.
Drive usage is back on the table.
Looking for a hole.
Life lead is there, but
Sets up flatline zone.
player 2 brings it home.
Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Goes for the throw. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Still slugging it out here. Throws him down. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Alright, what's coming up next? Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Anadias brings out the super art. How's it gonna work out for them? Takes a trip. Decent return on that combo.
Closing moment, they can't squander this punish counter chance.
Oh, burnout!
No escaping that.
Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Whiffs with that huge attack. Overdrive check.
Grabs him. Springs forward with the drive rush.
Oh, says no to the impact. Slides and goes for the legs.
Experiencing burnout. Grabs and throws him away. Changing up the beat with the hidden variable. The drive impact is denied. Smart play with the throw. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range.
Player two up tap to close it.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. The throw whiffs. Jumps.
Hits them with a stop and pop. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage.
Oh, he throws him. Player two has an empty drive lead. This is a very precarious situation. Oh, the throw connects. Okay, here we go. With super arts into play, it's really any drive impact misses. Blocks the low kick. Player two, this unleashes some big damage. Ooh, what a smart throw. Leg save. What a finish.
Woo, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Big throws. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. What's their game plan here? This critical down to the wire. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Burnout is triggered. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight.
There's an overdrive on. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. The grab misses. Goes for the burnout activates. Player two will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. A super art? Player one, the super doesn't hit. Player one will look to apply pressure gauge.
It's a good spot to use the super.
Level 3 super!
Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
They're thinking of scoring big off this gate. Throws them.
And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal.
Amazing! The stun! Flatlines them. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight.
Opens with a jump in? This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Goes for the jump in. Ooh, what a smart throw. Brushes that off and keeps going. Oh, wow, sat and waited for this opening. Ooh, the drive impact hits for a punish. Yes, sir, more damage, please. Oh, boy now. Did they mean to do that? Hits them with a Bushin scramble. 9 to 5, more damage incoming. Oh, here we throw is denied. What a read. Both fighters anticipated that throw. Knew the throw was coming. Player one can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. What are they gonna do? The throw doesn't connect.
Tricky hidden variable.
Grab them. They've been keeping a full drive gauge in their pocket, but they gotta pull it out. Goes out of sight. Target combo fires them with a jackknife.
Ugh, take a seat.
The brain on this fighter to think they are done. Player one
Was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
Round one.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Medium kick into, oh my, the throw tech. Smart play with the throw. Both fighters are standing firm with plenty of health remaining. Knockdown. Throws him. What's next? Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. What's the play here?
Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Impacts a no-go, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 2 is in burnout, drives off the table. Taking stock. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Adds on a bit, and a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Takes a good heads-up play going for that combo to do enough damage to finish the round. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Solid throw tech. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Player 2 is in a quick springs forward with a drive rush. What'll happen here? Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Breaks those shins. KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one.
Final round. Fight!
Tricky hidden variable. The last round. It's now or never. Slides and goes for the left jackknife maximum cuts clean through him. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on? Great job. Going out of sight. There's a burnout. Nothing stops this train. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Blue shade scramble. Yo, I saw this in Shibuya. Hits him with a blue shade scramble. 9 to 5 work damage incoming. These guys are not giving each other any. Reads the jump in perfectly. Player 1 is in a very good throw zone. How long can this offensive assault continue? Oh, the throw connects. What are they gonna do? Tricky hidden variable. Big drive gap now. Grabs them. Ugh, take a seat. The drive impact doesn't work. They didn't take the throw. Player 2 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Shoot.
Round 1. Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to turn up the pressure with an overdrive projectile. Their drive gauge was running low, but they use an overdrive art anyway just to show they're not gunshot. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Okay, creating some space here. Surprises them with a drive rush. Player 1 chases them down. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Burnout is triggered. KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Extending that drive gauge. Can't tech the throw. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. That parry may be just the catalyst they need. Very solid corner switch. Player 1 can't let their drive springs forward with the drive rush. Player burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Shows a medium kick. Quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Connects with medium kick. Big throws. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. And eats it. Life blinks it. Sees the overhead coming. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Takes in the throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Takes it.
final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? They just won't. All in with the rough. Drops that off. There's a burnout. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Down on life. They gotta make a move. Nice air slasher. Checking with the fireball. How will they react? Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Neither fighter is showing any signs of backing down. Denies the jump-in attempt. Player one gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Nice parry. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Parries the jump-in to shut it down. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. Knockdown. Both sides looking for an opening. Who's gonna make a move? Both fighters are looking for a way to fill up their super already. The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. Player 2 has the life lead. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Perfect air-to-air. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gears. What's the play here? Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Impacts a no-go. Time's the only thing moving here. Holds out with the block. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. There's space to make hold your breath. Makes a huge statement with that finish. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Jumps? Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. No knockdown as the low heavy is blocked. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Overdrive jackknife. What a drive rush to keep it going. Breaks the block with a throw. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Springs forward with the drive rush. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the... Oh, the throw connects! Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Player 1 can't use any drive boost. Gotta play it safe. The pressure must be driving them nuts. Dangerous range here. Flatlines them. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Grounds them from above. Throwing some shade. Jump? Are you serious? They had a read on that jumping the whole time? Match just started. It's anyone's game. Stone cold embrace. You can't block those. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. Sets up with the jump in. Turning it right up with the super. Hey. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Player 2, drive rush. Oh, they switch sides. Player 2 is in a very... This can lead to some big damage. Player 2 may be able to pull a fast one, especially with the super. Wraps it up with a throw. Woo, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
Now, find a new rival.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
The pleasure is.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Staves off the cross-up. Goes for an overhead. You're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Still slugging it out here. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Opts for the throw. Well-timed corner switch. Holds out with the block. Throws them to negate the block. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers can turn this around in their favor. Going in? There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Side switch in the corner. Pokes with a medium kick. KO! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Groundverse. The hit throw connects. Brushes that off and keeps going. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Scrapping it out up close. Springs forward with the drive rush. They return to center stage. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Oh, the throw connects. Player 2 can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Reads the jump in perfectly. Doesn't check the throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Pokes with a medium kick. Still plenty of time left. You've got to be mindful of reach and jumping. Hits them with a stop and pop. Super hard on deck for both fighters. Housing. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Player 2 is on the brink of disaster. Can they make them? Oh, burnout triggered. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with overhead. Fighting back with authority. Taking chunks out of each other here. Nothing stops this train. Turning it right up with the super. Yo, let me get my dictionary for this one. Remember that! Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Close! This is a critical moment. I called it! I called it! The party's getting started! Player 2 burns out. They are done! Player 1 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Round one.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Big time whip. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. What are they thinking here? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game. KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Just moments ago, we saw some very solid pressure against the wall. That's how you close out games. It's so hard to fight back against that. Throws a fireball. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Both fighters planning something? They are absolutely wailing on each other in the middle of the stage. Breaks those shins. Knockdown and gets the throw and continues on the offensive. Player digs in deep to get that drive in. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Links it! Medium kick hit. They're going for the super arc. Goes for it. Wow! Mando's level 2 super. Dangerous range here. Takes it. These fighters are closing it out. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Big counter. The super armor does its job. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. This is gonna be bad news. Life lead over Sunrise Festival. Can they ride the beat to the end? Throws them to negate the block. Takes a trip. Player 2 has completely used all of in there. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. This round is so important, you can feel the intensity in the air. Checks with a medium kick. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Are they going to fill up their super meter for a small advantage or concentrate on the offensive? Dealing a nice chunk of damage. Burnout activates. Player 2 experiencing burnout. Transverse. The hit throw connects. Both fighters are out of drop. Throws them. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Low heavy, but no go. Meets them air to air. Dash. Medium kick. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. What? Who's going to steal this win? Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. And eats it. Transverse. The hit throw connects. Dangerous range here. Reads the jump in perfectly. With super arts into play, it's really this can lead to some big damage. Escapes the corner. Links it. Drops him hard. A real test of nerves here. They are not getting close to each other. Medium kick. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Do they have what it takes to steal the rap? Throws them away. Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money.